If you like storytime vibes, hit subscribe and let's dive in together.
I used to believe a man only breaks once, but I was wrong. Because the moment I saw my wife, my Anna, wrap her arm around another man's waist, leaning in close like they shared a secret meant to exclude me, something inside me didn't just crack, it disintegrated. I didn't follow her to the hotel lounge that afternoon. I wasn't spying. I wasn't suspicious. I was just tired of the quiet distance between us. The kind of distance that doesn't shout. It whispers, slowly, like rain rotting a wooden beam you didn't realize was weakening. So when I spotted her through the glass, her hand resting lightly on a man's lower back, her body angled toward him, her head tilted in that soft way she used to angle toward me, I stopped breathing. It wasn't jealousy at first, it was disbelief, like my brain refused to process what my eyes so clearly saw. My wife, laughing gently, my wife leaning close, my wife with someone who wasn't me. A numbness spread through my chest. My stomach lurched. I felt like a man watching his own life from outside a window he couldn't break. And then, the moment that sliced me open, the man said something, and Anna lightly squeezed his waist, the way she used to steady me when we crossed streets together. My vision blurred with a hot, stinging betrayal. Not anger, not heartbreak. Worse, I felt humiliated, like the punchline of a joke I didn't know I was part of. I pushed the glass door open, trying to steady my breathing, though each step felt like wading through thick, invisible mud. The lounge hummed with low conversations and clinking glasses, but all the sounds blurred into a dull roar in my ears. Anna turned at the sound of the door. She didn't look guilty, she didn't look caught. She looked surprised, slightly thrown off like she hadn't expected to see me there, but not alarmed enough to pull her hand away from the man's waist. That small detail scraped across my nerves. He turned next, smiling politely, comfortably, as if he belonged beside her. And then he said it, the sentence that detonated something in my chest. "Anna, is this the friend you were telling me about, the one who never notices anything?" The room tilted. My pulse slammed against my ribs. Those words, "never notices anything," ripped straight into the rawest part of me. So that's what I was now? A clueless fool she joked about with other men? A hot wave surged up my spine, humiliation mixing with nausea, burning with an intensity that felt almost physical. My vision pulsed at the edges, like the world itself recoiled on my behalf. Anna's eyes widened, realizing too late how that sentence sounded. She stepped toward me, hand lifting as if to explain, but I had already shut down. The shame was louder than her voice. I turned. I walked away. Each step a slow, deliberate retreat from the life I thought I understood. I didn't remember leaving the building. One moment I was drowning in that man's words, and the next, cold air slapped my face as I stepped onto the street. My thoughts tangled into a storm. Rage, disbelief, humiliation, all colliding so violently I felt physically sick. Every detail I had ignored for months now returned, like ghosts demanding to be seen. The late-night messages she never explained, the quiet dinners where she barely touched her food, the phone she always placed face down. "Just a habit," she said. Back then, I didn't question any of it. Because love, real love, makes you blind on purpose. It convinces you that choosing trust is the noble thing, the right thing. But today? Today I felt like I had willingly walked into a trap I didn't know existed. My chest tightened painfully, breath growing shallow. I wasn't just angry, I was humiliated, reduced to a man standing outside his own life, watching someone else walk around inside it. Then I heard it. "Adam, Adam, please, wait." Her voice cut through the noise of traffic, not irritated, not defensive, but desperate. I kept walking, jaw locked, fists clenched so tightly my nails dug into my palms. Footsteps rushed behind me, faster, closer, and then her hand grabbed my arm, firm, strong, not tentative, not guilty. "Please," she gasped, breathless, "don't walk away from me like that." For the first time since the lounge, I stopped moving. But stopping didn't mean forgiving. Stopping meant I needed to hear why she thought I was someone who never noticed anything. Her fingers tightened around my arm, as if she feared I'd disappear the moment she loosened her grip. "Adam, please look at me," she whispered. I did, but not gently, not patiently. I looked at her the way a wounded animal studies the hand that hurt it. "Who was he?" My voice came out low, steady, almost too calm, the kind of calm that comes right before everything collapses. "Evan," she said quickly, "my cousin, my actual cousin." I almost laughed, not because I believed her, but because the explanation felt too clean, too convenient, like a bandage slapped on a wound still bleeding. "And the joke?" I asked, "the part where I never notice anything?" She winced, not out of guilt, out of regret. "Adam, that wasn't a joke about you. It was about me." That threw me for a second. She took a shaky breath. I told him I admired how you've been so focused at work lately, how you dive into things and don't let anything distract you. I meant it as praise. I wasn't mocking you. Her voice trembled. But when he repeated it out loud, when you heard it, it sounded wrong. I know that. Anger still throbbed under my skin, but something else began pushing through it. Confusion. She stepped closer, her voice dropping to a raw whisper. "The real problem isn't that you didn't notice things, Adam." She swallowed hard. "It's that I felt like you stopped noticing me." Those words didn't explode like a bomb. They sank, deep, heavy. And for the first time that day, the ground shifted in a different way. For a long moment, neither of us spoke. Her confession hung between us, quiet, trembling, painfully honest. I exhaled slowly. "Anna, why didn't you just tell me?" Her eyes softened, glistening. "Because I was scared you'd think I needed too much, that I wasn't enough." She shook her head. "But I never stopped wanting you. I never stopped choosing you." Then she stepped closer, so close her breath warmed my lips. And before I could speak again, she kissed me. Not a desperate kiss like earlier. Not frantic, but certain. Sure. The kind of kiss that tells a man he is seen, chosen, held. My rigid shoulders finally loosened. My hands moved to her waist, pulling her in, grounding us both. And then, someone cleared his throat. We broke apart as Evan approached with an apologetic smile and two raised hands. "Good," he said lightly. "About damn time." I blinked. "What?" Evan grinned wider. "I told her to talk to you today. Told her I'd drag her here if I had to." He shrugged. "You two needed a push. I gave you one." Anna covered her face, mortified. "Evan." He waved her off. "Relax. I didn't expect him to walk in at the exact worst moment. But hey, the result looks pretty good to me." He patted my shoulder. "Take care of her, and let her take care of you. You're both hopeless without each other." Then he walked away, leaving us with nothing but a second chance. Anna slipped her hands around my waist, resting her forehead against my chest. "Adam, can we start over?" I kissed the top of her head. "No, not start over." I held her tighter. "We pick up right here, and we do better." And for the first time in months, it felt real. It felt right. It felt like coming home.